that bastard here. I'd like to excuse the background noise, it's picked up a bit as I'm filming this, so listening closer, more than you normally would. I got something here that should impress everyone because I know of the hard stuff. So I've got something here from Brewing Co. Participation with the Bruery from America. It's 11% alcohol, which is a stinker. And it's a big 500ml can. I'll let you see the description and, believe it or not, ingredients. Now for the actual can itself, front. That's right, it's the sticky handshake, which is sticky date pudding inspired brown ale. Maybe a bit of an editing cut there, I've got some parcels delivered. So, back to the beer. This will be our first impressions. Smells like a dark beer. Definitely getting a heady alcohol. And quite rich fruit. Prunes are incredibly rich in flavour, as well as in fibre, which is why they go through like a sheep's arm. That's the Japanese bullet train for those not knowing. It's an interesting case. Actually, if you want a Shinazan joke, I think it's maybe, I'm not sure his exact name, but type into YouTube Free Willy Water Park. Same comedian. His joke about eating curry, why he doesn't eat curry. Now, that's a funny Shinazan joke. Crude, but what do you expect of a taller joke? Flavour wise, there's actually a mild sweetness to this. Actually, it's quite blatant, the sweetness. There's a slight creaminess about from the carbonation. It sort of gives you a nice bubbly, fluffy texture on one's tongue. That's nice. This would give a good bit of head on a hey. I'm sure you 12-year-olds who know too much are going on your glass. When you pour it into a glass, but flavour wise, it's I know there's many people out there wouldn't eat date, because that was my favourite ice cream down under. There was a small company who made it called Harry's, so because I want them to bring it back, I'm going to drop names here. They made a sticky date pudding ice cream. Oh my god, it was so fucking delicious. It was creamy, it was flavoursome. It didn't disintegrate it melted into this watery pus. And actual chunks of pudding. The sticky date sauce was to die for, especially if you've got a bit of pudding and a bit of ice cream. If you've got a little bit of oil and a spoonful. Oh my god. That I would pay good money for at a restaurant. Something that good. You could buy it in a tub for what, $7, $8 full price. Often half that, because no one would touch that ice cream, even though it's the best ice cream you could buy in Australia at the time. The undisputed bet, it was so sophisticated. But it sounded like something your granny would cook, and your granny would eat. A sticky date pudding, who the hell does that? Yeah, that's a bit. So, unfortunately, it went away. If you're listening to someone who works or knows Harry's, or just wants to be an arsehole on Facebook, because, hey, I'm bored. Go and harass them and bring that one back. Or talk to someone about bringing that back. God damn, it was fucking delicious. What a disappointment. There is a slight hardness to the flavour. Maybe that's the dark ale. That's why it's alcoholic. It's almost like a reverberation of alcohol, except that really hard flavour, which is probably the dark ale bit. But most alcohol drinks are at 11%. That is a stinker, 11%. Whew, man alive. Would just about melt your face. There's a raw alcoholic sizzle would just be so sadistic. This, it's fucking hell, it's mellow. I see you have someone can spend an afternoon drinking 3, 4, 5 or 6 of these and end up on one of those police procedural shows, as they call them, and they're officially called, absolutely off their face drunk. You could actually do that. You nurse one of these every hour for 6 or 8 hours. You could do that, and by the end of it, you would be paralytic at that sort of alcohol content. But it's kind of a bit, so it is, with sticky date pudding, that's a bit, 11%, woo, Jesus Christ. I got shit to do, including this. But what a pleasant little surprise, a delightful little surprise. If you ever see this, because it's popular and they just keep bringing it back, or it's just became a permanent member of their product range, give it a try. Honest to God, give it a try. And if you're like me, a borderline teetotaler, that'll do you. Probably for the whole fucking weekend. There's a good chance you could have quite an aggressive buzz off this. If you're a heavy duty drinker, fill up on this. Maybe have a beer or two later, say the barbecue. You know, if you're I don't know, you're your own person. I'm waffling here now, so I better get out of here. I got my dignity intact.